Next, we have Thanksgiving at the White-Eared Squirrel by Millie Ford, page 39. After a successful career in corporate marketing, Millie Ford retired and began writing creative nonfiction. She loves creating unique imagery and using powerful metaphors to communicate complex emotional states. She has been published in The Right Launch, Her Stride, Word Insane, and in 2 anthologies, Storytellers' True Stories About Love, Volume 2 and Turning Points, Lives, Twists and Turns. She lives in Illinois with her rescue cat, Isaac. All right, Millie. Let me get to the right page. Here we go. Okay, it looks like she's not here. Okay, we're going to move on to the next reader. If she's able to make it later on, then I'd love to hear from her. Okay, next we're going to have The Hand That Feeds by Esmeralda Garcia Lopez on page 69. Currently operating out of Ridley, California, Esmeralda Garcia Lopez, excuse me, is a young woman with a strong passion for storytelling and poetry. Recently, poetry has become more than a form of self-expression, but a gateway to conversation. As all things, such as the existence of oneself, literature is political. She hopes her writing can do the same in regards to allowing people to hold space for conversation and critical thought, as well as sharing her creativity and passion. Esmeralda, we want to hear your poem.
Thank you so much. I apologize for my camera. I'm not in the best location at the moment.
Don't worry.
But this is The Hand That Feeds. The bitch bares her teeth, reeling back at the hand that feeds her. But she does not growl, nor does she bark. Rather, she runs away, preferring to retreat towards the dark. She detests the burning light, though nightly her bowl is full, lined with uncaring notes of rubbery rotten meat, mold-covered fruit and stale bread thrown onto the heap. She'll take it all back to the shadows in an attempt to avoid shame, gnawing on bone, hoping someday things might change. She never asks for more, never whines or moans. Silently surviving with the scraps she's given, never daring to go past the only world she has ever known. From the hand that feeds, 6 more would grow, and before winter's end, the hand lifted once again. And this time, not against her, but this time she would bite. Before the hand could come down, the silence that followed rang in her ears and all throughout the night. So she ran right out of her world, though not faster than the bullet caught in the nape of her neck, the hand claiming that bitch deserved her death.
Thank you, Esmeralda. I really like that line. From the hand that feeds, 6 more will grow. Very good. Next, we have The Constellations Have Changed by Clarabelle Mireille Fields on page 21. Clarabelle Mireille Fields is a Rhysling-nominated, award-winning speculative writer from Boulder, Colorado, whose work has appeared in Specpoverse, Belladonna's Garden Lit, Corvid Queen, Circe's Cauldron, and elsewhere. She often writes at the intersections of feminism, sci-fi, and ancient myth. Currently, she serves as editor for Carmina Magazine, a publication dedicated to modern myth-making. She enjoys dark nights, dark skies, and dark coffee. Connect with her on Instagram at cfieldswriting or at clarabellefields.com. Okay, Clarabelle. Really excited to listen to this one.
Right. Well, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And thank you again for having all of us tonight. I've been enjoying hearing everyone's poems. I feel like every single one is so powerful in its own way. So I wanted to give just a little bit of background for this poem. So, like it says in my bio, I'm originally from Colorado. I'm a Midwestern transplant now, so I've lived in the Midwest for many years. And this poem at its core is about climate change and the changes that I've seen over the years in both places that I've lived. I swear it feels like even though it's super cold right now, winters are not what they used to be. And I've seen the areas of nature that I used to play in as a child getting built up into buildings. And the landscape, the sky, it has changed. So that's the background for this poem. It's really about climate change. So let me get into the poem here. They could be one and the same, the stars and city lights that she watches from her bedroom window. Sky hazy with the breath of yet another prairie fire. Summer lingering ever longer on her sweaty skin. They add new lights every year to the growing skyline. Billboards glittering like crowns around the heads of buildings so tall they scrape the underside of heaven, raking down stars that fall away in droves in her heat-stifled dreams. And when she can't count them anymore, she pretends one is the other. City lights, the asterisms she now guides herself by, seeking star signs in office windows and neon, remembering memories of a simpler time when she could number the diamonds in Orion's belt and know each one was real. Starlight brilliant and bitter in the cold depths of winter night.
Wonderful. Thank you, Clarabelle.